Welcome back everybody to another Stinkleberry Farmer. Today in western Minnesota at La Croix, Parle. I'm sure I'll be corrected on that pronunciation. But we're just north of Montevideo, Minnesota here. Last traces of daylight at 5 o'clock. Camper cabin this time. It's late November. It's time for that. I might be in a firewood situation here. I'm not seeing any, but we'll get to that. Let's get into the cabin before it's completely dark. Didn't quite make it to the cabin, but showers and restrooms are open. Amazing. And it's heated inside there. Hopefully that's still open tomorrow. And firewood, I did find it. I went to the main one first and it was locked, but I can get it here with the Yodel app. I'm gonna go and get into my cabin first and then come back for some firewood. Good to have options. Here I am, cabin 3. I would have liked that one that overlooks, but it's ADA and I didn't want to take it. And I don't think either of the cabins are taken, but I didn't want to take it just in case. So there's a cabin over there. I'll show you more tomorrow in the daylight when you can actually see stuff. I'm sure this is really shaky right now in the dark. It's Van Can Cozy 402. I'm all set up in my wonderful cabin. I know I've shown this a lot before in my past videos. However, I haven't done this in like about 8 months at this point. So since the last one, I think I was up in Itasca area. Brainerd, I think, was my last one. And also I've had a lot of new subscribers since then. So if you haven't seen the channel in the winter, this is what I do a lot, is the camper cabins. Lights, not a lot of bright lights in this one, so I always bring extra lights. I have decorative lights. I've got a new Bluetooth speaker that I'm breaking out for the first time with lantern light too, which will be nice outside a little bit later. Bunk beds. Have nice little reading lights in each one here. Most of these camper cabins are similar with subtle differences. For instance, a lot of times there's a table, side table, so you can set your stuff on next to your bed. This one doesn't. That's why I bring my own table. Also, sometimes this table's on this side, sometimes it's on that side. There's an electric outlet over there, but not on this side where it would make sense if you're gonna use it. So doesn't matter. I have extension cord I always bring for such occasions. And it's always nice to have a chair in here to hang out. So tonight, gonna grill over the fire steam some broccoli. I got some stuffed pork chops. So we're gonna a little bit of water in here. $14 spice and stuffed pork chops. So I should have put a piece of foil down. These are stuffed and there's still some little bit of stuffing, but I flipped them over to cook and yeah, the stuffing fell out and is down in the fire now. Let that be a lesson to me. Grilled a couple pieces of bread, toasted them up with some butter. Delicious. Try this pork chop. It is fantastic as well. Most of the stuffing fell out, like I said, but it's still really good. The broccoli is super tender, so ready to go to town on this meal. It has been absolutely silent here. There's no car noise, anything around. It's really, really nice. Just a bit of a breeze. Well, nothing else happens, you'll see me in the morning. Well, good morning. Breakfast was fantastic. Coffee even better. And this is a quiet park. Probably one of the quietest I've stayed at in quite a while. At night, I couldn't hear anything. Like, there's no click in the cabin anywhere. Trucks trying to stop in the background. There's no noise except for the ringing of my ears. Delightful. This is the other cabin that I would have liked to have stayed at. Just has a nice view of the lake over here. And there are a couple people staying here. I see one trailer RV over there. I think there was another one over there, but that's it. There's nobody staying here. I would think that if people are staying here, it'd probably be for hunting at this time of the year. Full disclosure, I have stayed at this cabin before. It was 2.5, 3 years ago. Did a video on it as I was heading out west, out towards South Dakota, Montana, and stuff like that. Different circumstances. It was spring. The water was raging over the roadways, I believe. And I couldn't even get to the other side of the park, which is over there. So we're gonna, in a bit here, have to get in the car. We're gonna drive around and get to that side of the lake where there are some trails, I guess. And I never did that. It was a pretty quick trip last time I was here. I'm really wanting to get back here, back in the prairie land. On a cool November morning. It's all right. Before, though, we get going on today, I have to start supper kind of early. So as many of you probably know, you can't cook in these cabins. It's even in the cabin rules right here. Number whatever. No cooking. Except for crock pots and coffee pots. Basically, they don't want you to have propane and fires in here, I think. But a couple years ago, I bought this tiny little crock pot, and I have never used it. So we're going to try that today. I have small pieces of chuck roast here that I did outside. I cut them up. They fit in there nicely. Potatoes, carrots, celery, and some onions in here. In it goes. I gotta set you down. It'll fit. And I've never done this before, so I've just kind of going by what I read here. And then some broth. Oil can. No. And honestly, I don't know how much I'm supposed to put in here. I'll do a half can. And I'll just do a little salt and pepper on top. Be nice to have some rosemary or something in here too. I think would be delicious, but this is what we got today. Gonna kick this on low, and 8 hours later, we'll see what happens. I might go low for like 4 or 5 hours or something, and then turn up to high. But as long as I eat around 7 tonight, I'll be happy. Here's the third cabin, which is right here. It looks very nice, also. But you are right at the entrance of the whole campground here, next to the trash. Not too far from the bathrooms there. Kind of in the middle of things. I'm over there, kind of tucked out of the way, and then that's the other one that has a nice overlook. All in all, the one I'm at, I think that's 3. This is 1, and that's 2 over there on the hill. I think I've got the best one just because it's tucked away and there's nobody near him. And you go to some parks and they would be probably all 3 stuffed between just right here. So spaced out really nicely here. Back at the headquarters here, or whatever you want to call it. They're open. I don't know if there's anything inside to really look at, but we'll go check it out here. All right, so to try to give you some perspective of kind of where I am and where I'm going in the next bit here, back that way is where my campground is. It's the higher campground, upper campground. I did not know till today there's a second campground. It's located on the other side of this lake. I think back in there, and that's where we're gonna go hiking, is I think over in there too. We got to cross over. And she said that they're doing construction here, so I can only go that way across, and then I have to take a detour. Well, I can go that way, or I can take along the lake. It's going to be a few extra miles to get back around, but that's okay. It's beautiful out. Also, somewhere here, there's supposed to be the largest cotton tree or something. I don't know where that is, but maybe we'll see if we can find it. Otherwise, we're headed to the crossing. We're going to cross over to the other side of the lake. Yeah. Nice trails back in the woods here. Trying to find the state record cotton tree in Minnesota, but I have no idea. It's not marked very well. I think it's somewhere in here, but I got way back over here. Cool stairs though, look at these. Looks like there used to be a sign there that says something, but nothing but an arrow that points that way. Oh. Cool little creek down here. Well, no sign of that thing, so let's move on. When I was here last time, all of this was underwater. I remember there was a grill that I pointed out. I think it's that one there was submerged up to about halfway up. So very different from when I was here last time. And it really looks like, obviously they're doing construction over there on the bridge, which I'll go over shortly. This kind of looks like new rock and stuff, so I don't know if like this dam is new and put in cents. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's gonna let me know. And I think this is the Minnesota River going through? Question mark? I believe it is. $1996, so this part is not new, obviously. But maybe just some river reconstruction down there. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, do not enter. I just making sure that I was in the right going that way. Okay. that sun just feels so good. Again, it's like 40 degrees out here. And just perfect conditions. No bugs. No wind. I'm gonna snoop around here on the other side of the park here for a bit. Picnic and warming shelter. Think it's open? Oh wow. It's like a creepy cabin in here. I got a fireplace with wood in here. Nice. Look at this. Map building. It's a huge three-dimensional map of the lake here and river. How cool is this? I think that's Montevideo there, maybe. It's a state park. I think that's where we are right now, is right here. I think that's where we just crossed over. I'm camping somewhere over there on the other side. And I have to take this detour on this road. Cross this dam or whatever it is over here, bridge, to Milan. It goes all the way down here too. You can take Highway 7 to Ortonville right over there. That is pretty amazing. Look how long this is. You know, they were doing it. It does say Works Progress Administration Project. Job number 5, 1938. So I don't know if like this is 1938 and they did it, or like the whole area, physical area. I don't know. A lot of I don't knows today, right? That is unique to a state park, for sure. I like that. Oh, I think I'm gonna do a quick little hike here. I'm actually getting hungry. Back at the cabin, got an early afternoon fire going, not because I need the heat, just because I can, for the heck of it. It is so comfortable out here right now. I was really expecting to be like huddled inside at this point in the cabin today and just being in there, but absolutely not. Made some chili out here. Gonna eat this out here and just hang out by the fire for a couple hours. It smells amazing in here with this cooking. Slow cooking. I think I still got another 3 or 4 hours, but it's working. It's working. So for time's sake, I'm got about 30 minutes of daylight. I just drove down here. I don't understand if I can walk in there or not. I'm gonna not do it. I don't know. It just says wildlife sanctuary, do not trespass. So I'm gonna not go in there. Look at that sunset. You can see, I don't know if it shows, but like right up there, way up there on that hill, you can see that's either my cabin or one of the other two next to it up there, way up on the hill there. Again, this is absolutely gorgeous November day. It's gonna get cooler, I'm sure, in the next couple hours after the sun sets, and just a stillness and quiet. There's hardly any waterfowl out here. This is about as good as it gets. It's amazing. Wish I had a couple more hours of daylight. And I did get up at dawn today too, so I took advantage of everything I could today. But this is all you get in late November. Also wanted to point out real quickly, up there and to the left is where, up on that hill is where the office is. And last time I was here again, a couple, 2-3 years ago, this road was completely washed over. That's where I just was showing you over the lake a bit there. But again, the water level, when I was here last time, you could not get over that. This was completely overrun with water. So cool to check out a few places today that I couldn't last time I was here. The sites are open, really open. There's not a lot of trees obviously on the prairie here, but they're spaced out really nicely, so they're not like right on top of each other. There, and over there, and here. And you've got some wonderful sites where you can just look at a beautiful western sunset here. I think I'm gonna try to get down to this one real quick before it sunsets. Sometimes this is just the fact that you know, there's not many people here, and kind of the circumstances, the weather, things like that. But I kind of like this park. I do like this park. Might not in the middle of summer, but there's no people here. It's fantastic for sure. That's it. 4:50 p.m. Sun's down. I can already, as I'm filming that sunset, I can already hear coyotes over there barking. So end of the day. Well, not for me. I got a pot roast going, right? There's a path there. I don't know. Tomorrow I will take you down to at least the card insights, and maybe we'll check this path out here before I get out of here in the morning. Let's check out the restrooms though. I know you're on the edge of your seat. Might have been a little hard to see last night, but those are the little sheds there that the firewood's in that I got mine last night. There's a trailer over there that somebody must be in, and then there's this RV that's been here. The truck behind it is the only other person I've seen all day. They were over on the other side of the lake when I was over there earlier. I didn't realize that until I just drove by them a few minutes ago. But they are the only ones I've seen all day in this park. So just me and one other couple. Can't complain. Here's the showers. Small, but it's heated in here, so it makes it really nice that it's heated. No dogs. Heated in here as well. I think they're probably going to shut this down this week. I think they just left it open through the hunting season, but not bad. Clean and warm. What else can you ask for? Very nice. Give it 5 plungers, or whatever the rating system is going to wind up being. Well, it has been at least 8 hours, if not longer, on this. So we'll, nice and soft veggies. Looks like this meat is just kind of pulled apart. Oh, I think this is going to be really good. All right, check this out. A little bit of flour would have been good, I think, to thicken it up a bit, and some herbs, again, would have been really nice in here. It's low light here, but look at that, you can just tear that apart with a fork. That's what we want, right? That's perfect. Love it. Oh, hot. Gotta cool down. But the beef is pulled apart. The veggies are super soft. And it tastes wonderful. Gotta finish this up. What a beautiful night. Pot roast was delicious. A lot of walking today, which was good. And if nothing else happens, you'll see me in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. It got really cloudy overnight. Again, you couldn't see last night, but there's not a cloud in the sky, but it's very overcast now. About 37. I'm a little cold because I'm fully dressed, but not enough to stay warm. I'm gonna make an egg inside. I'll show you that, and then get it cleaned up. We'll walk down over there a little bit, and I think I have found the elusive cottonwood tree, possibly, before we leave. My other camper left too about a half hour ago, so I am the only one left here. It's about 7:30 a.m. Sometimes I get up this early. I know I've shown this before. It's been a while, but to make an egg here, I obviously have an egg in here that I've scrambled up. Got some little cheaters right here, bacon bits, and I probably should have done 2 eggs in here, but let's do a pinch of cheese. I sprayed this little thing down. and over it goes to here. A little water. Tray goes in. That goes on top of there. Cover. Now we wait. Not as long as a crock pot. And this is the final product after just a few minutes. Just a nice little egg with bacon in it. Delicious. Check out one of these cart-in sites up here. And I'll just point out again, the 3 camper cabins that there are here, spaced beautifully. And there's not even like tent sites or anything like crammed into them. They're very separated. Not a ton of privacy other than the weeds, but still it's really nice. And I think this gives you a better shot maybe. Hopefully you can see they're different little sites. Restrooms were open. Beautiful overlook here of I believe it's La Croix Paris, if I'm saying it right. And that's the lake, and I think that's the Minnesota River that kind of runs through it, and where we were going over yesterday. Probably wrong on that, but also if I didn't mention it yesterday, I've got my yellow vest on today, this morning. Red hat, just because there is still hunting going on around here. I hear gunshots this morning, yesterday. Deer is done for now, rifle wise, I believe, or firearms. But there's still other hunting going on. Nope, this is just a trail. Should have been a nice trail yesterday to go down. But, all right, I think over here. Here we are. And parking lot, not very far on this one, but a gorgeous view. And I think there's one or two down here. We'll go down to walk in 2. There must be 3 because I see 3 carts. Oh, yeah, I see another one way down there. We'll go over to 2. And this is a really nice spot. Look at all the room you got here. Nice grass to put tent up. Picnic table, fire pit, and just an absolutely gorgeous view here. You can see the other walk-in there. But other than that, I think you're down on this hill enough where you can't even see everybody camping up there. This would be really nice. Got to keep it in mind. I'm all swept up, packed up, and ready to get out of this cabin. I'm not ready to get out, but my time has expired here. So we're going to move on. I have swept the floor. Trash is out. It is very warm in here. I mean, it's very comfortable in here, I should say. And to keep it comfortable in here, and if you're going in and out, is kind of a thing at this time of year, because you're bundled up a bit out here, in there. You'd be comfortable in a t-shirt and shorts. So if you're coming in and out cooking, kind of makes a little difference there. I don't think the main restrooms are open all year, but it does have a pit toilet right here, right next to it. And water fountain I didn't point out either, like right here. That's closed for the season too, but kind of nice. All right, let's go see if I can find a tree. I think that's what I'm doing next before we're done. Hey, this looks promising. Hopefully it's not too far up the road here. That must be it over there. Yeah, there's gunshots around. I don't feel super comfortable walking around here, but oh, okay. Holy cow, look at the size of this tree. This is a massive, massive tree. Look at the trunks. This dwarfs some of the pines up in the Lost 40. Oh my gosh. So I believe that was the largest recorded cottonwood tree in Minnesota. If I'm wrong, I will leave a little something right here, maybe. So this is where Fort Renville used to be. 1826. Well, that's going to do it from La Croix, Paris. I don't know. I'm sure I'm butchering that. State Park. Not too far from the South Dakota border. I think it's like 30 minutes or so to the South Dakota border. Beautiful park. This is one of the quietest parks I've stayed at, I have to say, and as a big truck goes by right now. Not just because there's not many people there, but just noise in general. There just wasn't hardly a thing. So really loved it. It'd be interesting to come here in summer sometime, check things out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. It's good to be back at a state park. It's been a bit here, and I think I've got 2 more videos, camping videos this year left, and those will be in state parks as well, I believe, at this time. Thanks again. It's brisk out here.